Welcome to Posh Late Night Biz. Hey, Cheryl. I hope you enjoyed your birthday. Yay! I saw you got like a lot of love in the group. That was like amazing. And I know people say it, right? Like, when is your birthday, as far as like everybody falling under a post and saying, happy birthday, happy birthday. Some people kind of be over it, right? But I know, I know when it comes, hey Nikita, when it comes, it's like, you still kind of get a rush that people, take the time out to just chime in for your birthday. So I know I still get excited. So I know when my birthday roll around in May, you guys better happy birthday it up for me. So yeah, that's so cool. I hope you had a nice time and enjoyed your day, and bless the Lord that you still here. You made another full year, all that good stuff, right? So I want you guys, if you are here with me, chime in. Definitely, say hey. Let me know you guys are here. If you have any questions, this is not a training. You guys know how Posh Late Night Biz is. I do give you guys some tips, but it's an interaction. So if it's something I say and you have a question, or it's something that you're struggling with your social media, plug it in the comments. Why are you so excited? It's not nothing like that. I'm only going over 3 tips for social media. She says a national holiday. I hear that. Hey Jessica, thanks for joining. So yes, it's maybe quite a bit of new members that may jump on just to kind of see, check out Posh Late Night Biz, see how it is, all that good stuff. So if that is the case, definitely chime in. Let us know you're here. Let us know where you're from. And if you catch it on the replay, let me know you're watching it on the replay. And again, if you have any questions, plug it in the comments, right? So thank you for joining. Hey, Ada and Stacy. Thank you guys for joining. So yeah, thanks for joining Posh Late Night Biz. And I just really want to let you guys know that don't know, is not familiar really to Posh Late Night Biz, that we normally just for Posh Late Night Biz, it's a couple of topics that I normally would discuss. I'm normally sharing some kind of tips, some kind of strategies that you can implement right away. And we just have a conversation, right? I normally ask questions to find out where you guys are in your business, like what you got going on. Right. So with Jennifer, we're really like talking about that in detail in the mastermind, right? Some people tend to think social media is just, oh, let me post something, like I was saying earlier. And it's just, they just think that people are going to interact with it. And that is like so far from the truth, right? It really is. And the algorithm is so crazy. Like, it just, half the people, if it's not something that's interesting, they won't even see it. So sometimes what I've been hearing, and honestly, I think I've been there a time or two before, right? You post something and you think it's like, oh, it's amazing, right? It's because it's your stuff. So you think it's amazing. However, if you're not consistent and you're not really following the algorithm and all that good stuff, you think that people may not be engaging or whatever your personal thoughts are. And sometimes that's just not the truth. Sometimes people just don't see it. So sometimes people just don't see it, right? So you may be in your feelings like, nobody going to engage with my post, nobody like my post, nobody sharing my post, and that may not necessarily be the case. That's just if it's not something that get a lot of, or not a lot, but a certain amount of engagement within the first couple of seconds or the first minute or two, it's gone. It's like hocus pocus, right? It's not like Pinterest. And Pinterest, if you want something to stay long term, and I got pins on Pinterest that been there since day one, and they are still in rotation. They still getting pinned. They still are receiving a lot of interaction, right? So it depends really on what platforms that you guys are. Hey, Javelin, I couldn't reply. It really depends on what platforms that you guys are really being dominant on, right? And that's kind of important, and that's key as well. Like I said earlier, a lot of us feel like, we all over the place. Like, we just feel like we got to be on every platform because we don't want to leave any potential clients out, or we don't want to miss out on, let me get the Twitter peeps, let me get the IG peeps, let me get the Facebook peeps, and the in the meantime, you ain't getting no peeps because you're everywhere, right? And so that's really how it happens. So normally what's happening a lot is a couple of different umbrellas, but it's mainly two, right? So some of you guys are in this thing where you may have products or you may have services, or you may even want to launch them, right? But you're scared to launch. And you're scared to launch because you think, why? You think nobody's going to buy it, right? And it's not necessarily that no one's going to buy it. If you're not marketing your services, your products, all your offers, whatever it is you have, how are they going to buy it if they don't know about it? And you can't just throw a post up and say, oh, we're having a sale. And then like you do that every day, right? That is like poor business etiquette. The whole purpose for social media is just what it says. It's social, right? It's social. It's a social platform. And the way that they are cracking down on these algorithms and the way they're cracking down on, oh my God, the requirements, and like they're giving a lot of attention to those that, you know, have highly engaged platforms, right? It's like you really, the way it's designed is the creators of these platforms want you to have a platform that is keeping people, which are the subscribers, the viewers, the followers, on their platform, right? That's how YouTube is designed. That's how Facebook is designed. That's how IG is. That's how they all are designed, right? So you got to kind of be careful. It's like a thin line, especially when you get to doing promotional stuff and you are taking people away from the platform. Case in point, if you have a course, right? And you create an ad, or you are posting something. Facebook really cracked down on the whole outbound link stuff. Like they just got ridiculous. They really have. But they like controlling it to where they want you to place an ad ultimately. So if you are taking people off of the platform, that is why people get discouraged with Facebook ads, and it becomes more expensive. And it's not that it really is expensive. It's just you don't know how to really position. You don't know how to implement the strategy to where it is still beneficial to Facebook because they're on the platform, as well as whatever platform you're sending them to. A lot of you guys are familiar with my platform. All of my classes, my workshops, my master classes are held on Teachable, right? So let's just say I have two ads. One ad, a lot of you guys may be here because you've seen my ad. One ad may say, hey, join my Facebook group, right? Another ad may say, hey, sign up for this course. Which one do you think is going to be a lot more expensive? Somebody tell me in the comments. I mean, it still is an ad, and I'm still targeting my same people, but one is going to be like almost quadruple the cost, and it's simply because I am taking them from Facebook. Now, when I run my ad and say, hey, check out this group, I mean, that ad is like 5 cents a lead. It's like pennies, right? Whereas though if I'm running a course ad and I'm sending them to Teachable, that one is like $1, right? And sometimes it goes even, if you guys are familiar with ads, it can go upwards to $5, $6. It could go all the way up to $15 just for a lead. But the more expensive it is, you're not targeting right? You're not targeting the right people. So hey, Catherine, which course? Are you talking about the social media course? Because it started, but we don't even, the first coaching call for that is tomorrow. So the thing with the, how you got to construct your content, whatever platform you're on, it's best to keep them on that platform for as long as you can, right? And it's just a certain strategy. So for me, I ideally would send people to my group first because it's so much easier to sell to a warm audience, right? But I'm gonna get into that a little later. So the main thing is like I was saying, it falls under two kind of people, right? Either you may have an awesome product, you may have an awesome service, but you're scared to launch it because you think it's not going to sell, right? And that's not true. It will sell if it's positioned properly. If you just map it out properly, it will sell, right? And another one is some of you guys want to build communities, right? Whatever platform you decide, but you want to build communities, you want to build a following, but you just don't know how. It's like you don't know how. So normally the people that you are interacting with 9 times out of 10 is your competitors, right? Even though if y'all don't look at each other in a competitive light. 9 times out of 10, it's another event planner, it's another event designer, it's another balloon artist. It is not your target audience. It's not. So it's like, really, what is the whole purpose for your platform? Your platform should be a money-making machine. Really, it really should be. And I get it. It's personal. Some of it is personal. You get on there to be entertained and all that. I get it. But into how today is ran really remotely online, unless you're just a beast at offline marketing, you really have to position your businesses to ultimately scale and be successful online. You should be doing offline as well, but online is so easy. It just takes time. It really takes time. It's not something that's just going to be built overnight, right? And you're just going to have this hot traffic audience that's like, oh, gimme, gimme, gimme. Where do I buy? It doesn't happen like that. It really, really, I wish it did, because I would be operating, like quadrupling my sales, but it does not, it doesn't happen that way. Nikita, I'm not going to say everyone should have a group, but I would say if you are selling products or you are selling services or you have offers, you should have a group. Like it's the group, especially the way they construct it now, like Facebook is really catering to those that have groups, right? If you check the, how they about to start doing the feeds, like you'll start seeing this person posted in that group. You'll start seeing that a lot more often because it's just becoming to be prominent. Like having a group, that's like prime real estate, but that's for Facebook, right? But in a group, it's so easy to really not even communicate, but also nurture your followers, your subscribers, your tribe, right? And that is where you can just really have control over a lot of content. When you are doing things on these Facebook pages, like personal pages, and these business pages, it's different. It's like, anybody could see it, right? So it's like you're not really targeting a specific group. So like if I post something on my business page, it's general. It's general. That's like stuff I want everyone to see. But what goes on in my groups, it's a lot more intimate. It's just, I have more control over what can be posted. It's just totally different. I really have a way to bring someone from a cold audience, which would be my business page, right? That's a cold audience. That's people that really don't know my brand, never really interacted with my brand. Now, once they are in my group, there's some interaction. They have expressed interest. Now that's a warm audience, right? Now all I have to do is nurture them and let them know, for one, I know my stuff, right? Develop a relationship, right? Then ultimately people are looking for solutions. So where do you think they will be looking for solutions at? In your niche down group. So when you are about to launch that course, or when you are about to launch your product or your book or whatever it is you have, they are the ones that's going to primarily buy. It's going to be between them and your hot audience. Now your hot traffic, they like the ones that's, you're taking too long. Like I was asking questions earlier, like what's stopping you from releasing, your next offer? Is it you trying to be perfect? You trying to, sum it up, make it all, perfect for everyone to get. And in the meantime, you really are stopping your growth and you're not being able to scale and you're not making sales because you're so worried about this thing being perfect. And it's not going to be perfect, especially not on the first time. Like it has to go through the process so you can ultimately get the loopholes, find the loopholes and fix them, right? You're not going to know by just putting this program or putting this cake or whatever it is. You're not going to know till somebody tests it out, period. It has to be tested. You would only know looking from, wait, my screen did something. You would only know looking from the viewpoint of a creator or of a designer, right? Or of the service, the business owner, right? You would only know from your perspective. You don't know how it's perceived as the person that you're selling it to, right? Like you need to know that. So if something, they like, look, this part wasn't good, then now you know to take it out. It's not going to be perfect until you get feedback from your subscribers, right? From your followers, from your potential clients. And that is what I was saying earlier, as far as don't let perfection, try and be perfect, prohibit you from ultimately launching your next offer, launching your next product, launching your next service, whatever it is. Just go ahead and do it already, right? And then once you birth that baby, then the work actually starts. First, you're in the beginning stages. You're getting the content together. You're developing ideas and all that stuff. You won't know it. They even do that at what you think the crash test dummies do? They don't just put a vehicle together and put it online and say, oh, here you go, come buy this. No, they go through testing and testing and testing. And then when they're finished with the testing, they get enough feedback back to say this is a good product. Now it goes off for retail. Then it goes off. So, but now they're confident and they know that one, people want it. They know that two, it's a good product. It's a good service, right? So don't let it got to be like amazing. It got to be perfect. No, absolutely not. Just put it out. And, you know, but then the work starts, because now you have to be in communication with whoever you're selling to, right? Now you have to be in communication and getting feedback back, right? That is when it really, that's when the work really starts, right? Like you can't just put it out there and you so emotionally attached to it. You like, this is what it is, take it or leave it. No, because everyone's not going to like it. And you really just got to go with the majority rule. If it makes sense to the majority, right, and is people get results, then you're good, because you're not going to be able to please everybody. You're not. But then you're good. Like if remotely the majority of the people say, hey, that was amazing. I love this cake. I love this design. I love this backdrop. Then you're good. But if somebody like, what did I buy? Then you got problems, right? Then the conversation starts between you and them. And if you are the type that's not comfortable with really like listening to, you know, criticism, then that's when you need to send out surveys and have them anonymous, right? You don't care who's saying what. You just care about what are they saying. And you need to be the kind of business owner that cares about the stuff you're putting out. I don't care what it is. You need to be so open on surveying people that tried it before, people that's going to try it now. Like you really have to be open to getting that feedback and not take it personal. You just, you know, you got to be coming from that kind of operating from that standpoint in order if you want your business to do well, right? To do well. So we're going to get into 3 tips, right? 3 tips, keeping it simple tonight on what you could do for your for your social media. Yeah, I'm gonna say Facebook because I just love Facebook, right? But for your social media. So the first thing, right, is